position. I mean, he hit one, and I was messing with him about it yesterday. I don't know how he does it. You know, he hits it good every time he punts one. He'll hit it on the side of his foot. It'll turn over in a spiral. And I mean, it's nice to have. I'm glad they play for us, and it's just we're a work in progress as far as where we can be as a football team. But I think you can see glimpses of how good we can be in all three phases.
I think the special teams did a good job the other night. And I even mentioned that on the air about, well, you can kick off and kick it out of bounds. They get it at the 35. You can try a field goal. You get it at the 20, even though they're out beyond the 20. And here we go, kicking it in the end zone, and you're starting at the 25. I thought, that can't be right. But anyway, we talked about it on the air the other night as well.
Yeah, the referees totally messed that up, and they've been watching too much TV, I guess, as far as, NFL and college. You can fair catch it now in the NFL and in college, if you fair catch it, it goes to the 25. So they thought that the same rules for high school, and it's not. I mean, if it goes in the end zone, it's the 20-yard line.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck tonight. It's Warren and Whitehall coming up for you here in just a few moments. Hope you'll stay tuned. Lumberjack football is next.
Hello, this is Kerry Hartness with Union Bank and Trust. Are you looking to get a loan for a car, truck, ATV, camper, tractor, or boat? If so, I can help you with fast closing times, competitive rates, and service after the loan that can't be beat. For over 135 years, Union Bank has helped the people of Monticello and Southeast Arkansas with their lending and banking needs. So stop by my office or call me at 870-460-6400 and let me show you how easy the lending process can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, financing with approved credit.
Hello, Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping habits have changed a lot over the last few years? Step one, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step two, hit the order now button. Well, guess what? At AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com, new or used, see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuyLucky.com.
Legendary coach Paul Bear Bryant from Fordyce, Arkansas once said, "It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters." Congratulations to all the players and coaches who have put in the hours in the summer, in the weight room, in the film room, and on the practice field. I'm Congressman Bruce Weston, and I approve this message because high school athletics prepares for victories on and off the field.
Paid for by Westerman for Congress.
And a good evening, and welcome to Lumberjack Football here on K-Country, KWRF. I'm Jimmy Sledge, back here in the booth as we move from the coach's office up here. And David, there's quite a bit of difference between the temperature at the start of the football game this week than it was last week.
A lot of difference.
It ought to be a good atmosphere for the ball game. There's a good crowd on hand. A good crowd has made the way to Whitehall to watch the Lumberjacks here tonight. Glad you're with us on the radio, and those of you that join us online on the East Lab stream. Well, David, Coach Embry talked about it. This ought to be a good test for the Lumberjacks.
This will be a test for both football teams. You look at Whitehall, they were 4-6 last year. They're returning 10 offensive starters and 9 defensive starters. Started off 1-0 with a victory at Sheridan. They're led by their quarterback, who's a dual threat. He can run it, he can throw it. Noah Smith, a 6'2", 215-pound senior. Their running back, he's committed to Air Force. He is Jaden Smith, 5'10", 205-pound running back. He'll be number 27, and he has given Warren fits for the last 2 years. And, of course, they've got a big offensive line. Their offensive line, as I was looking at them, guard and center position, but it's only because of the tackles. They average 250 at guard and center. They've got an offensive tackle. The small one is Landon Meredith. He's a 6'3", 290-pound left tackle. He is going to UAPB with Coach Alonzo Hampton. He also plays. You think of him that size and you go, probably slow. He plays defensive end.
tackle and then plays defensive end, offensive tackle. Wow.
And then number 77, Samaj Walker, a 6'4", 325-pound right tackle. He has an offer from UAPB, but has not committed. He was told if he worked hard over the summer and everything, they thought he might could get some Division I looks. So he's got UAPB in his hip pocket, waiting to see what happens.
So we got possibly 3 college prospects on this Whitehall team. The Lumberjacks, of course, have Antonio Jordan is the only one that has had an offer that we know of from any college, but he's only a junior. We're waiting to see how that comes out. But still, there's going to be a lot of athletes on the field tonight.
There is. One receiving crew. They are, as I said last week, any of the Great America Conferences would love to have those 4 together. AJ at 6'4", Tremont at 5'10". You had Cam Davis, he's in the neighborhood of 6 foot. And then, who am I missing?
Now, Andre Thomas.
Old Neon, who could flat run. Cam Davis, the fastest man on Warren's football team, which, you think about that and you go, really? You mean he's faster than AJ or any of that? Yep. He is faster. So, Traylon Jackson had 60-something yards rushing last week. Did an excellent job. You've got your freshman quarterback, Jackson Denton. He showed flashes of greatness as a 9th grader last week. He had his moments, but overall he played a pretty good football game.
Yeah, and Coach Embry and I talked about that some off the record on Tuesday when I recorded the show, about how Jackson probably learned a lot.
Yeah.
This last Friday night, playing his first high school football game, and he knew some of the mistakes and some of the passes that we talked about that were underthrown was because he didn't set up and throw. He threw off his back foot.
He got in a hurry. Of course, to me, the most disappointing thing from last Friday night was the offensive line. Denton didn't have as much time as I thought he might have to throw the football. Of course, Stuttgart brought a lot of pressure. They mixed it up, and we expect to see Whitehall do that too.
That's what Coach Embry talked about. He said he expects everybody to try to come after the young quarterback.
Young quarterback, but of course, Stuttgart ended up paying for it as they got to bringing too many folks and leaving people man-to-man, and you look around, Cam Davis be 60 yards down the football field.
And nobody around.
So, given time, Warren will be able to make those folks pay.
Let me remind you that our friends at American Shifty Corporation have been a proud sponsor of Lumberjack football. If you're in the trucking business, the heavy equipment operator business, they were founded back in 1971. They've grown to be the largest transmission and rear end builder in the country. They do big truck transmissions, clutches, rear ends, differentials, work on skidders, dozers, track holes, road graders, you name it, they can do it all. If you'll give them a call at 501-945-0878, they can come to your shop, come to you in the woods if you're broke down in the woods. And they can, if you got the parts ready to take back, they can take them up there and get you back on the road or in the woods quicker than anybody else. That's American Shifty Corporation, 2101 East Broadway in North Little Rock. Number 1 Wash and Shine, 870-820-2171. Can't say enough about Thomas Miller and his crew. If you need your car cleaned up, hey, take it to them. Give them a call. They'll pick up and deliver. They do cars, trucks, big trucks, boats, ATVs, side-by-sides, anything that you want, they can clean it up for you. And they've been doing it a long time. They've been a long-time sponsor of Lumberjack football, just like all of our other sponsors have. We want to thank all of them. And the officials have made their way out toward the center field. We're waiting on the captains to show up to see who's going to win the coin toss. And we'll take a break. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
When it comes to healthcare, I want the best. We all want the best doctors, the latest treatments. But what if you could have all that in a caring place close to home? Your support goes back into the community. Where can you find health care with that level of care? Bradley County Medical Center. Hometown people taking care of our hometown.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw, state representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw Campaign. Schedule a tour and see the Bellevue Estates Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center in person for yourself. We would love to show you around and answer your questions. Peace of mind comes when you know your loved one is in good hands. Whether you're looking for short-term, long-term, or private rehabilitation, Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello can provide the care you need. Just call 870-367-0044 for more information.
No matter the reason, you know you can score big savings at Ryburn Motor Company in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the ArcLaMiss without any penalties or tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today. Ryburn Motor Company, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Motor Company, proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
As we come back, Whitehall deferred to the second half. They kick it off, and the Lumberjacks' Cam Davis has just returned one, David, 94 yards. How about that?
How about that?
That's the way to start the football game. Cam Davis right up the middle, had some good blocking, and then, just like we saw last week, he outran everybody again. And the Lumberjacks will go up 6-0 here to start the football game. On to do the extra point, Alan Juarez. He'll work out of the hold of Reese Cornish. Boy, it took 12 seconds off the clock. Everybody's set. Snap is down. The kick's on its way, and it is good, and we are ahead 7-0. Lumberjacks go up. A 96-yard kickoff return by Cam Davis to start the football game. We're back right after this timeout.
You and your family first since 1890 is what First State Bank has done. We have roots where others have branches. First State Bank of Warren, Hermitage, and Hampton, putting you and your family first since 1890. Time you need a loan or banking needs, come see us at First State Bank, Warren, Hermitage, or Hampton, or call 870-226-2601. FirstStateBankWarren.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Did you know that Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, and building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it. They've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware on Highway 63 North in Warren. Go by and check it out. If they don't have it, you don't need it.
Juarez gets a foot in it. Is fielded at the 3. Returned up over the 10 to the 15 to the 20, and going to be loose
Warren
football.
says they've got football. Let's see. Nope.
They're going to say it's Whitehall's football at the 23-yard line. As the return man coughs it up, and I believe the ground caused the fumble, so they will maintain possession. But, David, how about the way to start the football game?
That's the way you start the football game. Cam Davis is probably the most underrated Lumberjack on the football field. You know, we talk about everybody, and we also say, and Cam Davis. Yeah. But then he does stuff like that.
All right, your quarterback is Noah Smith out of the shotgun, going to hand it off left side. They'll break it out to 30, 35, 40, up to the 45, and going to be upended. Making a touchdown saving tackle out there was Cam Burks. That was Jaden Smith on the carry. And, you know, David, he's not that big of a ball runner. I mean, he's not that big, but he's shifty.
Yes.
First down for the Bulldogs. Ball will be spotted out at the 46 of Whitehall. 1st and 10. Lumberjacks leading 7-0 here in the early going. Warren in their base defense, a 4-3. Smith again out of the shotgun, wanting to throw this time. Rolling to his right now. Flag comes in. Smith will keep it. He'll go toward the sideline and be bumped out of bounds inside Lumberjack territory at the 47.
But I think it's coming back.
Holding going to be the call against the Bulldogs. Yeah, you look out there, those two big offensive tackles. Warren doesn't have anybody to match up with the size of those two guys.
And like I say, the two guards in the center are not little boys either.
Yeah. All right, they'll back them up after the 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Bulldogs. So their first drive, they're going to start behind the sticks here. We'll see if it cripples them or if they can overcome it. Smith out of the shotgun again. Going to hand it off up the middle to Smith. He gets a yard, maybe 6 yards out of it. He gets it out over the 40 to the 41. As it'll bring up 2nd down and 14. Just under 11 minutes left to play in the opening quarter. Warren jumped out to a 7-0 lead with a 94-yard kickoff return for Cam Davis. Handoff again to Smith. Smith picks his way through the hole, up over midfield. Has a first down inside the 45, tripped up at the 43-yard line. Again, coming up to make the tackle for the Lumberjacks. Another touchdown-saving tackle. There's Cam Burks. Plays safety. Anytime your safety's making tackles, it's not good.
It's not good.
They'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for Whitehall at the 43-yard line of Warren. They're one of the few teams we'll see huddle this year as well.
Yes.
They do go into a traditional huddle. Noah Smith out of the shotgun, new running back. Hands it off left side. Big hole to 35, down to the Lumberjack 30-yard line. As on the carry, was that 32?
23.
23. All right, that's Colin Davis. He's a junior. He rambles his way for another first down. Twin receivers come wide right, one goes wide left. Davis stays in at the running back. Smith hands it off up the middle again to Davis. Davis gets a couple of yards before he's hit and finally brought down. J.D. was coming through. J.D. Tillman was coming through and just missed him in the backfield.
Yes.
A gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now. Ball spotted at the Lumberjack 28-yard line. Noah Smith, the quarterback, the senior. He got Smith, the other Smith, in there at running back. One to throw. Smith looking, in trouble, almost lost a handle on it. Scrambles, goes forward down to the 25-yard line, and that's it. There's J.D. Tillman to make the stop on him.
But Bryson Harris got the pressure and almost forced the fumble.
A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5 now for the Bulldogs. Under 9 minutes left to play first quarter. Warren leads at 7-0. They go underneath center this time. Noah Smith underneath center. Jaden Smith, the lone setback, handed off to him. Big hole again. He's inside the 20. Going to have the first down all the way down to the Lumberjack 18-yard line.
9-yard pickup.
So they move the chains again. It'll be another first down. And this is what Whitehall wants to do. They want to grind it out.
They want to grind it out and wear Warren down.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Lumberjack 18-yard line. They go back underneath center, bunch set to the left, tight end set there. Handoff again, goes to Smith, tries to cut back. Still on his feet. Somehow he avoided the tackle there, but gets it down close to the 15-yard line. Somebody got a hand on him, but couldn't bring him down.
He just kept spinning his way out. Of course, what Warren's got to be careful of at any time. We've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 runs, a play action, and if you're not paying attention, somebody can be all by themselves.
Twin receivers go wide left. The H-back moves over to the wide side of the field. Going to hand it off to Davis this time. Davis, nowhere to go. He gives it back to the line of scrimmage at the 15. Crashing down from the defensive tackle spot there for the Lumberjacks was Joshua Green. He's 5'9", 288-pound sophomore. He's one of the bigger guys we got on the squad. All right. 3rd down and 8. Smith wanted to throw. Step back, has time, going toward the end zone. Going to overthrow his intended receiver in the back of the end zone. So it'll bring up a 4th down and 8 now from the 15-yard line.
You know, that was just one of those only my man will get the football. It's either going to be a touchdown or we get another play.
They'll go for it here on 4th down. Warren leading 7-0 first quarter. First possession for Whitehall. They'll go with Smith in the backfield. Noah Smith wanting to throw. Looking to his left. Fires. It's complete at the 10 to the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Coming up with the catch for the Bulldogs was Chris Joe. David, he did some nifty running after he caught the football.
Yeah, he did.
So that'll pull the Bulldogs to within 1 with 7:03 to play here in the first quarter. As their kicker comes on. How about that? Their holder is their key running back. Snaps down, the kick's on its way, and it is good. 7-7 our score, 7:03 to play in the first. We're back with more Lumberjack football after this timeout.
Might not be a celebrity, but you still can be a star. South Arkansas College in El Dorado gives you the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. South Arkansas College in El Dorado, a place where you can shine. Visit southark.edu/info.
Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following the Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring and wishing them the best.
Whitehall comes right back, David, and they get a nice scoring drive after Warren had the kickoff return.
11 plays, 77 yards, 4 minutes and 46 seconds.
We'll see if Whitehall kicks it deep again. No, they're going to kick this one toward the sideline. It's going to be fielded up at the 14, though. That's Neandre Thomas with the return. Up to the 20. Neandre going to be hit out about the 22-yard line. The ball came loose, or Whitehall thinks it did, and it does.
It did.
I really think they took it away from him on the way down. They just out-muscled DeAndre on the way down, and Whitehall is going to have it 1st and 10 at the Lumberjack 21-yard line with 6:54 to play here in the first quarter. All tied 7-7. Warren's defense going to find themselves right back out there on the field. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Lumberjack 21-yard line. The Whitehall offense slow to get out on the field. They finally start the play clock. Here we go. Noah Smith, the quarterback. Jaden Smith is the running back. Smith out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Jaden. Jaden cuts left outside into the 15. Cuts back to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Bulldogs. Wow, he's just hard to bring down.
He is a tough, hard runner.
A 21-yard scamper by Jaden Smith, and just like that, the Bulldogs are up 13-7 with the point after attempt coming. 6:46 left to play here in the first quarter. And this may be whoever has the football last.
We hope.
We hope. Here we go. Here's the snap. Kick is on its way, and this one is no good. Went wide right. 7-13. Whitehall leads it. We're back in just a moment.
1901 Main Street in Warren was filled dirt. A
electricity was mostly non-existent, and the Model T Ford didn't start production until 1908. Families coming to town traveled in wagons, and Warren Bank started business. Thomas Fraser's great-grandfather was on that original board 123 years ago, and the Fraser family is still serving you today. We're still locally owned, serving local folks with all their banking needs. We are Warren Bank and Trust.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sewell Oil Company, located at 3400 Junction City Highway in El Dorado, is proud to serve their great customers all through the ArkLaMess. With locations in El Dorado, Crossan, and Warren, Sewell Oil Company is just a phone call away at 881-9300. Check out our new location at 1401 East Church Street in Warren, or call 870-466-4166. Check us out at SewellOils.com. Sewell Oil, a proud sponsor of Warren Lumberjack football.
Well, the Bulldogs make Warren pay after the turnover. They'll kick it off deep once again. As this one's going to be fielded by Neandre again. He wants to. That's different. Is that Neandre this time, or is that Jackson? That was Neandre, number 4.
Yeah.
He'll return it back up over the 35, up to the 36-yard line. He held on to the football that time.
Yeah.
So Warren will have it 1st and 10 up to the 36-yard line. Trailing 13-7.
Be the first time we've saw the Warren offense.
You're right. Your quarterback is the freshman, Jackson Denton. Traylon Jackson is a running back. Trip receivers go wide right, one comes wide left. We'll see them in the spread most of the night. Coach Embry calling the play in from the sideline. Jackson gets it. They throw a wide receiver screen. Going to be complete. And it'll be a short gain on the play.
Not much there.
Out to about the 38-yard line. That was Tremont Miller on the catch. Tremont, a junior. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now for the Lumberjacks. Denton again out of the shotgun. Whitehall showing a 3-man front defensively. 2 linebackers. Jackson moves over to the left side. Denton wanted to throw again. Straight drop. Go deep down the right sideline. They're going to Antonio. He throws it up. Antonio comes down with it, but he's out of bounds. And, you know, we saw he threw it into double coverage going to Antonio.
Yeah. But he threw it to the outside. Mm-hmm. So one of the 2 things that could happen happened, and none of them were bad.
3rd down and 8 for the Lumberjacks. 13-7. Whitehall has the lead. 6:25 to play, first quarter. Ball spotted at the Lumberjack 38-yard line. Denton. After Coach Embry checks the defense, he'll change the play now. Looks like they're going to bring some pressure. They back it off. They're going to rush 3. Got pressure, screen over the middle, complete. That's going to be to Miller. Miller snuffed out, and there's nothing, no gain on the play. Very little gain. Coming up to make the stop for the Bulldogs is Marshawn Jordan. So no gain on the play. It'll be 4th down and 8 for the Lumberjacks, and we'll see the first punt for either team here in the first quarter with 6 minutes left to play. Antonio Jordan. Last week, I think we have 2 punts.
2 punts.
Yeah, one was a 53-yarder. That was the first one of the night.
53 and 30.
Whitehall will send 2 back deep. It's going to be Kean Weston on one side, Thornton on the other side. This one's a high end-over-end kick. Going to be a short one. Going to hit at the 38-yard line of Whitehall. Take a short Lumberjack roll to the 35. And that's where the Bulldogs will start 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A 31-yard punt.
So the Bulldogs, Warren's defense has got to find a way to stop them now.
That's the thing.
As Whitehall, on their first possession, was able to overcome a holding penalty, which pushed them behind the sticks. Then it took them 1 play to score on their second possession. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 35. Noah Smith hands it off to Smith. Nope, Noah keeps it himself. The quarterback does. He'll get a yard out of it. Coming up to make the stop for the Lumberjacks is going to be Jordan Ingram. Got there first. Gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9. But when your quarterback fakes it to the running back he's been handing off to all night, it's got to make those linebackers pay attention.
They've got to freeze and locate the football.
2nd down and 9. A flanker on either side, tight end to the short side of the field. Wide receiver screen, throws, complete, breaks the tackle, gets to the 40, out to the 41-yard line, make it. As on the reception that time was Braden Bale. That'll make it a manageable 3rd down and 4 now for Whitehall. 3rd and 4. Warren stays in a 4-man front defensively. 3 linebackers. As this time they'll spread the field. Twin receivers go wide left. One comes wide right. Handed off. Smith. Jaden up the middle's got the 1st down. Breaks a tackle at midfield. Out to the outside at the 30. The 35. They'll finally push him out of bounds. Down at the 27-yard line. Jaden Smith. Another tough run there. And another big gain for the senior from Whitehall. That'll move it all the way down to the 27-yard line of Warren. 1st and 10, Bulldogs. You know, David had it. I mean, Warren had it bottled up, David, inside, but couldn't hold on to it.
Couldn't hold on to him. Bounced it to the outside. Now we got a Whitehall timeout, I think.
We'll take it with them. It's 13-7. Whitehall with the lead. 3:54 to play in the quarter. We're back with more Lumberjack football in just a moment.
Feel like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? At Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced agents who are there when you need them most. Call today for your free, no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance that's custom-tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Shop the Super Value Labor Day Weekend Blowout Sale and save on your grocery bill through Monday. Oscar Mayer hot dogs or Smokies, a 15-ounce package, just 98 cents. Baby back or St. Louis pork ribs single slab, just $2.48 a pound. Kraft barbecue sauce, an 18-ounce bottle, only 98 cents. Chicken leg quarters, a 10-pound box, 48 cents a pound. And Essential, everyday cheese shreds or chunks, 8-ounce package, just $1.98 each. You'll find it all at Super Value Foods in Warren.
3:54 to play in the first quarter. It's 13-7. Whitehall has the lead. They've got the football on the move again down at the Lumberjack 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Smith has 117 yards rushing.
Already?
Already.
On 1st down, Davis is in at the running back this time. And Noah Smith, your quarterback. Going to leave it with Davis. Davis, again, right up the middle. Breaks through the line, goes inside the 25. They'll stand him up down at the 23-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 on the play before Warren can stand him up. But, yeah, you look at that, the front 5 up for Whitehall, they're huge.
They're big, real big.
As a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 now for the Bulldogs. Again, they'll huddle up. They're going to use a lot of that play clock. Every possession and every play. One receiver goes wide left. Keelan Davis stays in at running back. Smith wanting to throw, throws it deep toward the left corner. It's going to be incomplete. Defending on the play for the Lumberjacks, Tremont Miller was there and had pretty good coverage.
Had good coverage.
Ball was thrown too high, intended for the intended receiver, Kean Weston. It's looking at 3rd down and 6 now for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted at the Lumberjack 23 on the right hash mark. They go with a 2 tight end set again. One receiver goes wide left. Smith is back in. Jaden straight ahead. He's got the 1st down. No, he's going to be close to it. He's inside the 20. Right at the 18. I believe he's about a half a yard shy. Yeah, he's going to be a little bit shy. So it'll bring up less than a yard. And Whitehall is going to leave their offense on and go for it here on 4th. They went for it a moment ago on 4th down and scored a touchdown. Here we go. Well, they go with a bunch set underneath center, hand it off. Smith goes forward, ball's loose, scooped up, and returned. Coming for it for the Lumberjacks. That is Antonio Jordan. Nope, number 8 for the Lumberjacks. That's Cam Burks. Burks, the safety, on a scoop and run from the 5, returns it all the way up to midfield to the Whitehall 49-yard line. Big break for the Warren defense.
45-yard fumble return.
Yeah, big break for the Lumberjacks. Let's see if we can capitalize now. Whitehall capitalized on the turnover Warren had a moment ago. Warren needs to answer here with 2:24 to play in the first quarter. It is 13-7. Lumberjacks trailing. Jackson Denton, your quarterback. Warren goes to the tight set with the bunch set receivers. Instead of being split out wide, they're all bunched up tight. And
we got movement.
We have a procedure against the Lumberjacks. False start on the offense. I didn't see it. I didn't think everybody was set yet. Apparently they weren't.
I think we had somebody reset.
So we'll start behind the chains, following the turnover. Here we go. See what happens. 1st and 15. We spread the field this time. Go three receivers to the wide side. Play action. 1 to go. Throws over the middle, complete to Antonio Jordan. Down to the 34-yard line. That'll be good for a Milton Insurance. Milton Insurance in Fordyce. For all your insurance needs, give them a call at 352-2155. Sets up quickly. 1st and 10 from the 34. Deep down the right sideline. This one is off the fingertip. Thrown.
Going back to the previous play, that was something that we struggled with last week. Denton stepped into that throw and
put it on the money. Denton, straight drop, looking left, wide receiver screen, going to be complete over here. DeAndre Thomas, short gain on the play. He'll get it down to about the 32-yard line, a gain of 2 before he's wrapped up. Takes a long time for that play to develop for the side to get to the block. They were late getting there. Jacks. Got to think we're in 4-down territory at the 32-yard line. Jackson in it to running back spot. Denton, your quarterback. Denton will look back over to the sideline. Coach Embry calls the play. 7 seconds on the play clock. They'll get it off. Denton. Traffic caught by DeAndre Thomas, and he 2-yard line. First and 10. That's another Milton Insurance first down. 314 North Spring Street in Fordyce is where they're located. Just give Patrick or Skip Milton a call at 352-2155. Home, auto, life, renters, and commercial insurance. They can take care of all your needs. That's his first carry of the night. Traylon going to bull his way for a couple of yards, down close to the 20. Just left to go in the first quarter. 13-7. Whitehall with the lead. Warren knocking on the door here, trying to capitalize following a fumble recovery. Trip receivers to wide right. Boy, everybody. Ball. And that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Lumberjacks. Warren's going to go for it here from the 9. And 7. There. Here. Denton. Jackson. Jackson straight ahead, not going to get it. And that was down. 4 down. At the end of the quarter, it's 13-7. Whitehall has the lead. We'll be back with more Lumberjack football in just a moment.
Some new furniture, main event furniture in Warren at 610 North Mark Street in Warren has just lots of new items and furniture made right here in the U.S. We're open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 12. Or by after hours delivery on 1.
James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, is one of the oldest body shops in Warren, so it makes sense when you need vehicle damage repair that they're using top-of-the-line replacement. Professionals at James Glass and Body Shop can restore your vehicle to tip-top condition. And James Glass and Body Shop is the only full-service glass shop in Warren. They custom-cut glass for home, business, and auto. So the next time you need professional vehicle repair or custom-cut glass, stop by James Glass and Body Shop, 441 North Martin in Warren, or call 226-3130.
It is 13-7 here. Whitehall has the lead after the first 12 minutes of football. Other games going on around the area. Star City was trailing Stuttgart 21-0. Black Knight leading Monticello 7-0, and McGee and Watson Chapel are scoreless.
First quarter, Whitehall 174 yards total offense. Warren 33.
All right, Warren looking at 4th down and 6. Ball at 19. At 7. They need to get down to the 12-yard line for the first down. Crowd for Whitehall trying to get loud here right in front of us from our broadcast position. Jackson moves over to the left. Denton out of the shotgun. They'll rush 3. Denton looking toward the end zone. It's going to be caught by Antonio. Somehow he holds on to it with a one-handed catch at the 5-yard line, and that'll be a Milton Insurance first down. How did he catch that football?
I don't know. How did Denton get it through the defensive backs?
I mean, it was a crowd there. And somehow Antonio stuck his left hand back behind him and reeled it in. First and goal to go, Lumberjacks at the 5-yard line. That was a bullet, too, from Jackson. Antonio's going to go at quarterback now. The wild Lumberjack hands it off Trey Jackson. Jackson right side. No, that's not Jackson.
Loose football, and Whitehall's got it.
Whitehall recovered. That was not Jackson. That was number 31, Jordan Ingram, carrying the football. He got hit hard, and the ball came loose. And the Bulldogs forced the turnover with 11:39 to play in the second. They recover it at the 2-yard line. Wow. So Warren was driving, following the fumble and the scoop and run, threatening to score. Turn it back over to him. 13-7. Whitehall with the lead. And they'll have the football once again. They're 98 yards away. Time for Warren defense to make a stop here pretty quick. Smith out of the shotgun, hands off to Jaden Smith. Comes around the left side. He'll be out over the 5, out close to the 10-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play. So Jaden Smith, who already had over 100 yards rushing in the first quarter, picks up right here in the second quarter.
Right there where he ended.
All right. Second down. We'll call it second and long 2. Ball spotted just inside the 10-yard line. They go with a double tight end set. And a H-back. Boy, they got it really tight. Now whistles come in.
Motion, I believe.
Before the snap?
Nope, Warren took timeout.
We'll take it with them with 11:03 to play here in the first half. It is 13-2. I'll tell you what, 13-7 make it. I'll keep it right here. Friends at American Shifty Corporation. If you're in the trucking business, equipment operator business, you need to give them a call next time you have truck transmission problems, rear end problems, clutch problems, differentials. They can take care of all of it and get you back on the road and back on the woods faster than anyone else. They work in all over the state and surrounding states as well. They will be the country's biggest and largest transmission and rear end builder in the country. That's American Shifty Corporation. Give them a call at 501-945-0878. You know, we've had some dry weather. It's been dusty. I know your car needs cleaning up, so you need to give Thomas Miller a call, get the dust off of it, and let them detail it out. Number one, Wash and Shine, 870-820-2171. Last week it was too hot for you to do it yourself. Still pretty warm out there. You're going to be warm this weekend, but give them a call. Let them clean your vehicle up.
Do you really need an excuse?
Nope. Just let them do it.
Just let them do it.
Whitehall runs the reverse. Gets it out over the 10, out close to the 13-yard line. Going to have the first down. As they ran an end around to James Thornton. No, he did not get the first down. Get it together. First down for the Bulldogs at their own 13-yard line. They'll reset the play clock. They'll go back into the huddle and run some more time off the clock. Noah Smith out of the shotgun, hands off to Jaden Smith. Jaden hit at the line, drags a player with him out over the 15, all the way out to the 19-yard line. That was J.D. that had a hold of him. J.D. Tillman hit him at the line of scrimmage and was holding on for dear mercy, just for dear life. He drug him 6 yards up the field. So a gain of 6, second down and 4. On second down and 4, again they hand it off Smith. Smith cuts it outside, flags come in, he's got some room, out over the 25, going to get it out to the 30-yard line, but it's going to come back.
It's coming back.
There's a flag out at the 22-yard line. But I mean, it looks like Warren has him stopped or bottled up, and he somehow finds a seam to get through.
He has great vision.
He must. He must. Penalties against the Bulldogs. It'll go from the spot of the foul. This one will mark it back inside the 10, all the way back to about the 11 or 12-yard line. How about they're going inside the 10 to the 9-yard line?
Ooh.
All right. That'll make it second and 14 now for Whitehall. Trip receivers go wide right. Flags come in. We're going to have a procedure call against the Bulldogs. So we'll back them up a little bit more. False start on the offense. 9:20 remaining here in the first half. It's 13-7. Warren took the opening kickoff 94 yards, or 96 yards. And then Whitehall took their opening drive, marched down the field, scored. Then they made Warren fumble and capitalized on that. Short pass going to be complete out in the flat at the 5. Going to get it out close to the 6-yard line. As the receiver is Braden Bell. Made the first man miss him, though, David.
Yes.
And it was the second and third man that came up to make the tackle for the Lumberjacks.
About a 3-yard pickup.
Longer than that. Scoreboard says 14 to go. It's third down. About 18. So big third down play here for the defense. Need to stop them. Smith, straight drop. Throws a wide receiver screen underneath. It's complete. Out to the 10, the 15, the 20. Going to be stopped just shy of the first down. I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to be close.
Depends on which official. One's walking up on the 22. The other's walking up on the 23. They're going to spot it up at the 23-yard line. That will be good for the first down, I believe.
They're going to measure. Who caught that one? Ball?
Number 10.
No. Joke.
Chris Joke.
That hurts when you have them pinned inside the 10, third down at 18, they get the first down.
Yeah. They're going to bring the chains on to measure. Warren played in week 0 last last week against Stuttgart, playing tonight. They want to be off next week before we start conference play. All right, they do move the chains. It's a first down. Handoff goes to Jaden Smith. Squeezes his way through the line, turns it up to the 25, up to the 29-yard line. And on the stop for Warren is Braden Chancellor. So they sit down and sticks on that play. Got to find a way to stop Jaden Smith. Second down and 4. Noah hands off again to Jaden. Straight up the middle, big goal. Goes across the 40, the 45, and once again the safety for the Lumberjacks, Cam Burks, is making the stop. But out near the 47-yard line and not before they pick up a big gain and another first down for the Bulldogs.
So far, Davis has had, Smith runs of 23, 21, 21, 33, 23. Shortest gain has been 3 yards.
It'll be first and 10 Bulldogs at their own 47-yard line. 6:50 to play here in the half. And it's been smash-mouth football up front, in between the tackles. Davis is in at running back this time. Davis is hit at the line, going to be stood up there, and he'll gain a yard, and that's all. As Neo Harding make it. Neo Harding getting there first to make the stop for the Lumberjacks. So it'll be second down and 9 now for Whitehall. They'll send twin receivers wide to the left. One goes wide right. Warren stays in a 4-man front defensively. Put a receiver in motion. Smith wanting to throw. Pumps. Now it's going to keep it. Running to his left. Throws into the sideline. It's caught. And we're at the 40 to the 35. Loose football. It's on the ground, and Warren has it. As the pass was complete to number 4, Kean Weston. Warren came up, made the hit on him, and the Lumberjacks recover the fumble at the 32-yard line. So how about this, David? Both offenses have been able to move the football. Defenses have forced some turnovers.
Yeah, they move the football but can't hold on to the football, neither team.
13-7 our score. Whitehall with the lead. Warren gets the football back at their own 32-yard line. First and 10. Both teams have Warren has 2 timeouts remaining, and so does Whitehall. Handoff on an end around to Cam Davis. Turns the corner. He's across the 30 up to the 35. He's going to be bumped out of bounds, a late hit out of bounds, and a flag comes in. So we'll tack on some extra yardage to the end of the run. And we'll take it.
We'll take anything we can get right now.
Whitehall did a good job to string it out. They held Davis to about a 3-yard gain, but then a late hit out of bounds. Personal foul is going to be called against the Bulldogs, so we'll add 15 yards onto the penalty. It's going to put it right up near midfield. That's where Warren will have it. First down at midfield. Still plenty of time left here in this first half. 5:44 left to play in the first half. Whitehall leading 13-7. Twins go on either side. Denton out of the shotgun. Whitehall with a 3-man defensively, 2 linebackers sitting there acting like they're going to blitz every time. Sometimes one will come, sometimes 2 will come. Here comes one of them. Warren picks it up, throw it quick over the middle, trying to get it to Cam Davis, and I don't know if Cam ever saw the football or not. It was quick. Would have been a quick hitter if he'd caught it. So second down and 10 now for the Lumberjacks. Tremont Miller, Antonio Jordan, and Cam Davis come wide to the right, and DeAndre Thomas is split wide left. Fake it, play action, looking. Jackson throws it into the ground. Warren was trying to set up the wide receiver screen. The linebacker eased out there, and Jackson realized it, and then had nowhere to go with it. So he just threw it into the turf. Third down and 10 now for Warren. Again, we'll go with trips wide, one receiver left. On 3rd and 10, Denton, straight drop, throws again over the middle, and this one a slant pattern is going to be incomplete, intended for Antonio Jordan.
Well defended.
So Warren will bring up 4th and 10, looking at 4th and 10 from midfield. Going to have to punt it away here with 5:28 left to play. The only bad thing about Warren's offense, the way they run it, and this we've seen this for years with Coach Embry, is if you have incomplete passes, you don't run much time off the clock.
No.
Antonio Jordan will go back to do the thing. James Thornton on one side for the Bulldogs. The other side is Kean Weston. This one's going to be fielded by Thornton. Thornton at the 20. Trying to come back across the field in front of the Whitehall bench. Up over the 30. Picked up a block at the 35.
Yes.
The 40. The 45 still on his feet at midfield. Warren can't tackle him. They get him to the 46. Still on. He breaks another tackle and finally trips and falls down himself.
But that one's coming back. The first block was legal. The second block was in the back.
And got to bring it all the way back. But what a run. Warren just couldn't bring him down. We got a player shaking up for the Lumberjacks out there at midfield. As
illegal block, they announced it as holding, but
the Whitehall crowd doesn't like it, but that's the way it goes. 13-7 our score. Whitehall with the lead. They bring that long run back. Players shaking up for one. Get up and walk off the field under his own power. That's Witherspoon.
That's your outside one of your linebackers.
He's going to go off the field, walk off under his own power, so that's good. They'll mark off the penalty from the 32-yard line. And then they'll mark it back to the 22, so just a holding is going to be the call. But it'll be 1st and 10 for Whitehall with 5:04 to play. Both teams have 2 timeouts. No, Warren has 3. Whitehall has 2 remaining here in the half. Ball's going to be on the left hash mark. Noah Smith, your quarterback. Jaden Smith, the runner. They pack it in tight, put one receiver out deep. They're going to hand it off to Jaden. Jaden picks his hole, cuts back, breaks the tackle at the 25. Still on his feet at the 30s. He breaks another tackle out over the 35, and just can't bring him down. Out to the 38-yard line before they finally tackle him. Yes. Coming up with the stop for Warren was Treston Green. Players in the Lumberjacks. If they'll move the chain, that'll be a first down. Out at their own 38-yard line. Smith hands off again to Jaden Smith. He's in the backfield. This time going to be stopped for a loss. Shooting through the gaps was Lewis Woods. First time I called his name this year. He's out there in Witherspoon's place, linebacker. He came through and made the stop.
He did.
A loss of 2 on the play.
He's the only man to stop Smith.
Yeah. If you do yards after contact, Smith got a
bunch.
To Smith. This time he's hit again in the backfield. This time it's going to be and making the stop on him after a short game.
What I can do.
The 31-yard line. So actually gain on the play. Be 3rd and 12. Warren's going to have to get almost on defense to stop. Warren now looking at the field. Throw is going to be incomplete. Dropped. The receiver had it and couldn't hold on to it. So it'll bring up a 4th down, 12, and first time tonight. Going to have to
there you go. Put it away. They'll punt it away. Ball marked. Jordan deep to return it, and he's going to get a shot, and does. Picks it up at the 30 on the roll, out to the 35-yard line where the Lumberjacks will take over. 1st and 10.
Picked it up on the bounce. Short return of 3. And Warren will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. But Warren's got 3:18 to work with. All 3 timeouts, trailing 13-7 here in the second quarter. As they'll spot the football out at the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Lumberjacks from their own 36. Antonio Jordan will come wide to the right. No, they're going to go bunch set to the right. Him and Cam Davis are on the right. Put Miller on the left, put him in motion, play action, rolling right. Jackson looking, Denton wanting to throw deep, has man open. That's Cam Davis. Davis complete at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown. Lumberjacks. Oh, wow.
Wow. Wow is right.
Out of the bunch set, your wide receivers move in like tight ends. They're right up on the line of scrimmage. Davis was the inside receiver on that. He broke it on a post pattern and then headed toward the flag. So a 64-yard touchdown pass from Denton Jackson, and the Lumberjacks have tied the ball game here with the extra point, can take the lead. Alan Morez out of the hold of Cornish. Snap is down, bobbled. Cornish can't get it up. Now he's trying to run with it and throw it in the hands of a defender.
Count.
You can't.
He's a lot of energy, isn't he?
You can't return it in high school, can you? All right. We're tied at 13 apiece. Oh, man. 3:08 left to go half. Back in just a moment.
Health system in Montecito with Braps for rehabilitation services for patients affected. The rehab team provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric student athletes and adults recovering from injuries, stroke, or surgical procedures. The staff will keep you on track throughout your recovery process. Let the Drew Rehab team help you maximize your functional potential. Close to home, choose Drew Memorial.
The year was 1887. The average wage in the United States was 13 cents an hour, and milk cost just 28 cents per gallon. That same year, Union Bank opened its doors for business. This is Randy Rawls with Union Bank. A lot has changed over the past 135 years. One thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to you, our customers, and our community to provide fast, friendly service for all your banking needs. So call me at 226-035 or come by one of our many convenient locations and let us show you why we've been in business for so many years. Union Bank, growing for 135 years. Union Bank Trust, member FDIC.
Warren ties it up 13-13. David can give you the description of the touchdown pass in just a moment. Got 3:08 left to play here in the half. Juarez will kick it off. Last week he kicked them all in the end zone. Tonight, not quite so far. To the 11. To the 20. Out to the 20. Going to be out and brought down at the 28-yard line. That's where Whitehall will start. 1st and 10.
Warren's scoring drive. One play, 66 yards, took 10 seconds.
Davis, going to be his 4th touchdown of the year. Had pass. 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. 3:02 left to play. And, you know, you expect
yeah.
Aiden Smith. Send twin receiver right was wide left. Hand it off to Davis. Warren sniffs through, and they'll stop him in the backfield. Warren decisively may have figured something out. Again, that's Irvin Rivera coming through to make the stop for the Lumberjacks. Irvin, you look at him, he's 5'8", 197 pounds. He's a senior. Plays that Mike linebacker inside, middle linebacker.
And he's tough.
Yes. No gain on the play. Second down at 10. But Whitehall is deliberate. They're going to let the play. Complete and be out of bounds, knocked out of bounds, shy of the first down, up at the 37-yard line. As Traylon Jackson on the coverage, Braden Bell on the catch. That'll stop the clock, though, with 2:18 to go. Him getting out of bounds. It'll be third down and 2, a gain of 8 on that pass play. They'll stay in the spread, 5 wide. So Warren will sow a 4-man front defensively. Straight drop. Smith looking to the right. Fires. It's complete. A short pass. He'll have the first down out at the 40-yard line, and that's all. Just got enough for the first down. Just a short pattern. Shamar Manning on the catch for the Bulldogs.
4-yard pickup.
First and 10 from their own 40-yard line. All right. They go back to more of a traditional them. Trip receivers wide right. Jaden Smith, the lone setback. One to throw. Noah stands up, forced out of the pocket, rolls to his right. Skip ones off the turf, underthrows his intended receiver. And the incomplete pass will stop the clock with 1:51 left to play. We're all tied 13-13. Both. I think Warren's had 2 turnovers. Whitehall's had 2 turnovers in the game. On second down and 10. Empty backfield and 5 wide now for the Bulldogs. Smith, straight drop. Pressure comes. Forced out of the pocket. He'll roll to the right. He'll keep it himself. He'll get it out for a short gain of about 2, maybe 3, up to about the 43-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 3. But he stays in bounds. The clock will continue to run. It'll be third down and 7 for the Bulldogs. And I think both coaches right now Whitehall, of course, would like to score, but both coaches want to see this thing get over with here in the first half. Let's regroup.
Yes, let's regroup.
All right, third down and 7. Hand off. Jaden's, no, keeps it himself right up the middle. Quarterback at midfield to the Lumberjack 4. Going to be run out of bounds down at the 35-yard line. Coming to make sure he went out of bounds was Cam Burks. And he gets out of bounds with 1:05 to play. And that stops the clock, preserves both their timeouts as well.
18-yard pickup.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Down 35 with Warren. Go in backfield 5 wide. Warren man up on defense. Got a straight drop. Smith with time. In the middle of the field, going to be underthrown, intended for Jaden Smith.
Behind Jaden Smith and just out of reach of a defenders.
Number 8, that is Cam Burks.
Both of them had a shot at it, but it took a great play by both of them.
Second down and 10, clock stopped. 59 seconds. Didn't any time off the clock. Second down and 10. Straight by Smith, looking, pressure coming. He's forced out of the pocket, scrambling to his left. He'll keep it and step out of bounds.
That's going to draw a flag. They're going to say the Whitehall defender pushed the Lumberjack.
It was out of bounds, definitely some contact, but I think it was forced by Whitehall.
Yeah, it was forced by Whitehall.
52 seconds go. You'll stop. Third down and 8, a gain of 2 on the play. Jaden Smith will check back to the ball game.
And you notice the Whitehall, it was on the Whitehall sideline. Whitehall coaches did not argue it.
Third down, the Bulldog from the Lumberjack, 30-yard line. No Smith out of the shotgun, straight drop, looking to his right, forced out of the pocket, now running. Pull it down, the flag comes in. He throws into the crowd, incomplete. And there's a flag. Yeah, back in the backfield. Holding.
Big Terrence Robinson out there.
He was getting some pressure.
And they wrapped him up.
Yeah.
Terrence Robertson, a 6'4". They list him at 284. I'd say 290. And that'd be before breakfast.
44 seconds remain. They're going to mark the holding penalty off against Whitehall. What this does, though, it helps us because it keeps them out of field goal
range.
You know, they're getting close to being in field goal range. Tie ball game, they're 13-13.
And the running clock is going backwards.
3rd down and 18 for the Bulldogs. From the Lumberjack 42. Trip receiver left. Noah Smith drops back. Dump it underneath it. Aiden Smith is complete. He's at the 40. He's not going to get more. That's going to go. Great defense. Neo Hart there to wrap him up. Some help from J.D. Tillman. And also Irvin Rivera. Make sure he didn't go anywhere. Clout's going to continue to run down for Whitehall. They're probably going to let it run down and then run one more play and let time expire, or they may try to punt it away here. But they'll run it down and probably call the timeout. No, they're just going to let it expire. And head to the locker room. I don't think the Whitehall crowd liked it. The coach let time run out without trying to play. We're tied at 13-13 here in Whitehall. Warren and the Bulldogs all knotted up. We're at halftime. We'll take a break. Come back and we'll talk about some of the other games going on around the area and more when we return in just a moment.
Carl Lucky for Lucky's of Monticello. Have you noticed our shopping have changed a lot over the last few years? Step 1, grab the smartphone and research the product. Step 2, hit the order now button. Well, guess what? At autobuylucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At autobuylucky.com, you see all the pictures and equipment. Oh, yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at autobuylucky.com.
What's the best thing about your car? I mean, it's nice. It looks great and has plenty of power. But the best part is, it gets you where you need to go. It's the same way with Bradley County Medical Center. Sure, it's a building filled with amazing our hometown.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, the economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, businessman. Jeff Wardlaw, representative. He knows and shares our values. Paid for by the Wardlaw Campaign. Whether you're looking for short-term rehabilitation, long-term rehabilitation, or private rehab suite, LU Estates Rehabilitation and Care Center can accommodate you or your loved one's needs. Our skilled healthcare professionals, combined with sophisticated therapies and treatments, deliver a best-in-class, patient-centered experience. We have a full-time PRN on staff. Come check us out at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello or call 367-0044 for more information.
We welcome you back here to Whitehall, where the Lumberjacks and the Bulldogs are all tied 13-13. Let's check some of the other scores from area games that we cover for you. McGee was leading Watson Chapel 18-8. That ball game is at halftime. Stuttgart leading Star City 31-7. And the last score we had on Monticello was Monticello 14, Bauxite 10. You can listen to those other games on our sister stations. The Monticello game on KHPM 93.7, the Star City game, KGPQ 99.9, and the McGee game on KXSA 103.1. We want to thank everybody that's joined us tonight on the radio and those on on the East Lab stream. Want to thank the East Lab for streaming and tying our audio in with it. Hope those of you out there, wherever you are in the world, listening to the ball game, give them a nice shout out and thank the East Lab for bringing you the live stream here on the radio. American Shifting Corporation. They've been around since 1971, fixing big truck transmissions, rear ends, clutches, differentials. They're the largest transmission and rear end in the country, and they're a reason, because they're the best. If you're in the trucking business, the heavy equipment operator business, you need to write this number down, 501-945-0878. If you have truck transmission, clutch, rear end, differential, they can fix you up and get you back on the road or in the woods quicker than anybody else. Number one wash and shine detail shop. Thomas Miller and his crew do a fantastic job. And if you need your car cleaned up, 870-820-2171. They're open 7 days a week. We'll pick up and deliver, or you can drop it off down there. You can just get a wash job. You can get a wash and a detail, whatever you'd like to do. And they'll take care of you and bring your car back all nice and shiny and ready to ride in a clean car. Milton Insurance, hadn't been able to talk about them much this first half because they're our first down sponsors. Warren hadn't had many first downs, but they've scored 2 touchdowns. One by kickoff return, the other one by a 65-yard pass play, 64-yard pass play. But Milton Insurance, they're on the in Fordyce, 314 North Spring Street. Patrick and Skip Milton. Give them a call, 352-2155 for all your insurance needs. Home, auto, life, renters, commercial. Give them a call. Let them get you a quote, a free quote. Who knows, they may can save you some money and insure your valuables and possessions. That's number one, or Milton Insurance in Fordyce, 352-2155. We are at halftime. It is 13-13. Let's look around the state, see if we can check some other scores for you. In the 4A, last night, Philadelphia lost their second game of the year to 24-7. Let's see. They are 5A? Is that right, or 6A? 6A. Maybe 6A. Of course, Arkadelphia is a 4A school. Nettleton up on Pocahontas, 21-0 at the half. Other score, Pea Ridge leads entry, 28-7. Oak Martin Boonville, there's a rivalry game.
Oh, yeah.
14-14 in the second quarter. Harding Academy was up on Harmony Grove, 28-0. Stuttgart leading Star City. I think the updated score was 31-7 on that ball game. And then Brooklyn leading Gosnell, or Gosnell leading Brooklyn, make it 20-12. Rivercrest up on, or 1 point behind Mills University Studies. Rivercrest in the 4A, Mills in the 5A, 21-20 is the score here at the second quarter. Central Christian leading Paravel 20-0. And then we've got Malvern up on Glen Rose, 14-0. Nashville all over Hope, 14-0. McGee leading Watson Chapel now, 18-8. Elkins up on Charleston, 14-13. And let's see what other scores in the 4A. That's all we've got in the 4A for you. And that involves the area schools around southeast Arkansas as well. Stuttgart just got an update, 38. Star City 14 now. That ball game in the third quarter. We are here in Whitehall, 13-13. Whitehall and Warren all knotted up. We knew it was going to be a battle.
Yes.
Coming into it. And we should see a good football game. A couple of turnovers by each team. Stopped some scoring drives. Both teams were threatening. Big turnovers on both sides that resulted in 7 points for Whitehall. Nothing for Warren, but Lumberjacks are still in at 13-13, our score here at the half. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Lumberjack football at halftime right after this.
No matter the reason, you know you can score savings at Ryburn Motor Company in Monticello. Ryburn has been serving their customers all over the Arklamis without any penalties or tactical salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today. Ryburn Motor Company, Highway 425 South Monticello. Ryburn Motor Company, proud supporter of Warren Lumberjacks football.
Putting you and your family first since 1890 is what First State Bank has done. We have for others have branched. First State Bank of Warren, Hampton, putting you and your family first since 1890. Next time you need a loan or banking, State Bank, Warren, Hermitage, or Hampton, call 872-260. First State Bank, Warren.com. Member FDIC for housing loans. You know that Johnson Hardware on Highway 63 north of Warren has all your electrical, plumbing, hardware, building needs, but they also have all the feed you need for all your animals. That's right. Johnson's Hardware has a complete line of feed for chickens, goats, cows, pigs, horses, you name it. They've got it all. And don't forget, they're your one-stop shop for all your plumbing, electrical, and building supply needs. That's Johnson's Hardware. Highway 63 north in Warren. Go by and check it out. If you don't need it.
You might not be a celebrity, but you still can be a star. South Arkansas College in El Dorado gives you the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. South Arkansas College in El Dorado, where you can shine. Visit southark.edu/INFO.
Back here in Whitehall, Lumberjacks and the Dogs are all tied 13. And David's got to look at some of the numbers for you here in the first half.
And if you didn't know what the score was and just heard the numbers, you would think, is it a mercy rule? No, it's not. Lumberjacks, Jackson rushes 2 times for yards. Davis once for 3. Warren has 7 yards rushing. Denton is 8 of 13. No interceptions, 121 yards, and a touchdown. Warren has rushed for 7, thrown for 121, and Warren has 128 yards total offense on 16 plays here in the first half. Warren's had the football 5 minutes and 44 seconds out of 24.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we saw that last week, too. We didn't have it.
We did. Now, Whitehall, they're led in rushing by Jaden Smith, 16 carries, 196 yards, and a touchdown. Noah Smith, 5 carries, 28 yards. Thornton, 1 for 2. Davis, 5 for a yard. Smith, 8 of 13, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Whitehall has 227 yards rushing, 63 yards passing, 290 yards total offense in the first half on 30 plays. Had the football 18 minutes and 16 seconds of that.
Now, he was right. If you just looked at numbers you went by, you think, golly, boy.
What a blowout.
Whitehall's blowing them out. But go back and look at the turnovers there.
Look at the turnovers. Also, you've got to remember one of Warren's touchdowns. Warren's offense didn't go on the field 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Cam Davis took the opening kickoff, took it 95 yards. It was 7-0.
Yeah, and then it took them almost 5 minutes to drive down the field for their first quarter.
Right.
So, yeah, we were halfway through the first quarter before the offense actually got on the field. Again, I want to thank everybody that's joined us on the live stream. Thank the E-Lab for providing it to us and providing the audio for the listeners and watchers along there. Be sure to thank the East Lab. It's all a student-led organization. Those students are learning about broadcasting and what to do. So we want to thank the East Lab for that. We're at halftime. It is 13-13. And, David, we talked about this a little bit. Warren played 2 non-conference teams, week off. And they do that by a draw. Is how you determine when your off week is, the open week is. The conference gets together, the coaches do, and they draw to see who has the off week. But it just happened to fall. Warren played 2 non-conference games and then
have a week off to get ready for Star City.
Yeah, and so it may be a benefit. We'll see. Yeah. But then you got to play 8 straight ball games, so you don't have that break somewhere down when you could use a time to rest maybe an injured player or two.
But when you get you play in this tough non-conference, you get 2 weeks to, if anybody gets banged up, you start conference play healthy.
We're at halftime, 13-13 our score, and Whitehall all tied up. Remember, Whitehall deferred in the first half, so they will get the football to start the second half when we come back here in just a little bit. We're still a long way so before we start the second half. The scoreboard show's coming up tonight at 10 to midnight. Randy Rainwater and his standing by in Little Rock. You can listen to them on KWRF 5.5 and on KPQ 99.9. That'll be from 10 to midnight. Nelson and his crew will be on KHBM 93.7 and KXSA 101.1. Get 2 different versions there of a scoreboard show. Randy and his crew, they just right into the score. Deal with a lot of scores. Rex and them kind of stretch it out, so talk a little bit more of everything across high school football statewide. And sometimes even they talk college football as well. Hey, the Razorbacks play tomorrow at noon in Little Rock, kicking off the season. Broadcast begins at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning on our sister station, KGPQ 99.9. Kickoff is set for noon, and everybody's got high hopes for the Razorbacks this year. As I've heard them predict anywhere from 7 to 9 wins.
I heard that.
As everybody's hoping for the 7 and praying for the 9. I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, we do wish the Razorbacks a good year and hope it is time for them to shine in the Southeastern Conference. But, of course, your source for Razorback coverage in Southeast Arkansas is KGPQ 99.9. You're listening to KWRF 105.5 in Warren. I'm Jimmy Slash alongside David King. We're at halftime where it's 13-13. Warren and Whitehall all tied up. We'll take a break and come back in just a moment.
Hardwood Flooring in Monticello and sister companies Washita Hardwood Flooring and Townsend Flooring in Warren are proud to sponsor this Lumberjack football game. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring understand the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team. Following Lumberjacks right here and joining your friends, Maxwell Hardwood Flooring, Washita Hardwood Flooring, and Townsend Flooring, and wishing them the best. Warren Bank Trust Company provides fast, easy, reliable service with loans to fit your needs. Do you need a car loan, a house loan, ATV loan, or a new boat? Just come by and let Warren Bank make your dreams come true. See a loan officer today about your dreams and make them come true with Warren Bank and Trust Company. Warren Bank and Trust, member Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis, member FDIC. Trust Company. Them serve you with your next loan. That's Warren Bank and Trust.
Sewell Oil Company, located at 3400 Junction City Highway in El Dorado, is proud to serve their great customers all through the Arklamet. With locations in El Dorado, Crosset, and Warren, Sewell Oil Company is just a phone call away at 881-9000. Check out our new location at 1401 East Church Street in Warren, or call 870-466-4166. Check us out at SewellOil.com. Sewell Oil, a proud sponsor of Warren Lumberjack football.
You like your insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance, but not there to service it? Farm Bureau Insurance, we're here to help with auto insurance serviced by experienced most. Call today for your free no-obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance, custom tailored just for you.
In Bradley County, call your local Farm Bureau agent at 226-2649.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas, Inc. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty and Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Back here at Whitehall, the Lumberjacks and the Bulldogs all tied 13. David, you guys look at the first half, and there's running back Jaden Smith. He had so much success, but then late there in the half, Warren started keeping off on him, and you saw the linebackers gamble a little bit, and it was off for Warren.
And, yeah, they get chunks, and then his last three carries, -2, 0, 0.
late in the half. We saw Rivera. We saw Jordan Ingram. We saw J.D. And one of the other linebackers, number 15, that was Lewis Woods, come in and stop him for those last 3 times. And you look at that, maybe Warren picked up something. I'm sure every football game is about adjustments at halftime. And we'll see what Warren does. Whitehall does differently. The Lumberjacks, of course, know they're in the second half. They're going to have to stop Jaden Smith, the running back.
Yeah, 3 stops aren't going to get the job done for the night.
Whitehall, they've done a pretty good job of holding Warren's explosive receivers down a little bit here in this first half. And they put some pressure on the freshman quarterback, but he's really held his own and he's forced a couple of balls, we thought, but his receivers were able to hold on to him in a crowd.
You can tell he has grown from last week.
And we expect to see that each week. Both teams are starting to make their way back out of the dressing rooms. We are at halftime. Warren and Whitehall all tied 13-13. Run down the other scores of the area for you. Late half. How about this? We're still in the first half. It was late in the second quarter. 38-14. Stuttgart up on Star City. Again, that was late in the first half. McGee at halftime was up on Watson Chapel, 18-0. Watson Chapel got beat last week. Trying to think who they played.
That I don't remember.
It was a team that I did not expect to beat Watson Chapel, but they did. McGee, that was their first game. They were off. But Coach Marcus Haddock down there at McGee's always got his, they moved up 2 years ago or last year they moved up.
Playoffs.
The 4A made the playoffs. The year before they were in the semifinals in the 3A.
What you got for Monticello and Bauxite?
Last score I had on the Monticello Bauxite was 14-10. Monticello leading the Miners of Bauxite. And I think that was either late in the second quarter or at halftime. It is 13-13. We're all tied. We'll take another break, and we'll come back, hopefully with the start of the second half here in just a few moments.
Labor Day weekend blowout sale continues through Monday at Super Value Foods in Warren. Bluebell ice cream in a half-gallon round, 2 for $10.98. Old chicken fryers, 78 cents a pound. Kendall Charcoal, a 15-pound bag, is only $4.98. Kraft mayonnaise, 30-ounce jar, 2 for $5. Van Camp pork and beans, a 15-ounce can, only 88 cents. And Bar S red hot dogs, 12-ounce package, 78 cents each. It's the Labor Day weekend blowout sale through Monday at Super Value Foods.
This belongs at 16 North Martin in Warren. You feel great about yourself and look good. At main events, they take manicures, pedicures, massages, hair extensions, and luscious hairstyles. You'll get a girl, Hobo, Myra, call 2-900 to make an appointment and walk in our welcome. Feel great about yourself and look good at an event.
When you're involved in a vehicle accident, take it to James Class and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street. James Class and Body Shop has been in the repair business longer than anybody else in town. You can make your vehicle look like new again. James Class and Body Shop is the full-service glass shop in Warren. Custom cut glass, home business, and for vehicle repair or cut glass, stop by James Class and Body Shop, 441 North Martin Street in Warren.
Health System is proud to offer rehabilitation services for patients of all ages. The Drew provides physical, speech, and occupational therapy on an inpatient or outpatient basis and at home. The experienced staff treats pediatric student athletes and adults recovering from injury, stroke, or surgical procedures.
Choose Drew Memorial.
We welcome you back here to Whitehall. We're just a few moments away from the kickoff and start of the second half. The Bulldogs are going to get the football to start the third quarter as they run the opening toss and deferred to the second half. Just to recap the scoring for you, Lumberjack took the opening kickoff. Tom Davis returned 96 yards for the score. On on in the quarter. Lumberjacks were up 7-0. Added the extra point. Warren kicked off Whitehall, and they just marched it down the field. Took them almost a little over 5 minutes, though, but they pushed it in, and they did it all on the ground. Everything was with Jaden Smith, the run back, at 22.
Yeah.
Didn't take them long, but they knocked in, tied it up 7-7. Lumberjacks on the next position field to work with. And come one way for the score. They to 7. But one time in the second quarter. Somewhere. Second quarter. Then the field. The snap. Good. We're tied 13-13. So we got a new ball game here.
No new ball game.
Start the second half.
Something you didn't mention was penalty. Whitehall 6 for 60 in the first half. Warren 2 for 2.
All right, Juarez will tee it up. I think adrenaline. His first ball game, and he was last week, and he was kicking them off the end zone. Not quite so far. We talked about that with Coach Embry on the pregame. This going to kick it straight down the field and be picked up at the 10. Back to the 15, to 20, 25, up to the 30. A nice open field tackle there made by the Lumberjacks. That's Fellows on the stop for the Lumberjacks. Believes more making the stop. But White starts in 10 at their own 30-yard line. And David, we'll see what kind of adjustments each team has made here to start the third quarter. Whitehall, you bet the first play is going to be a hand to Jason Smith. Good. Started gambling with the linebacker some there in the second quarter and was able to throw first play. That was right. And Jaden Smith hit it to scrimmage. They're going to hold on, stopping for a short gain of about 3 on the play. Again, it's Lewis Woods. He's a sophomore. Playing leading the way on stop. A gain of 3, second down and 7. So 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Ball on the right half mark. Whitehall moving from left to right here in the third quarter. Noah Smith, the quarterback. Jaden Smith, both seniors. I think they're brother and sister. Our brother. Their brother. I think they're going to be baby. Again, Jaden Smith gets the handoff. Lumberjack. He tries that side. Corralling. Short gain up to the 20-35 line. Gain of only 2 on that play. The flag as well. False start. It's the opposite for the Bulldogs. Moves it all the way down to the 41. It'll be 1st and 10. And now Lyman comes back into the ball game. 1st and 10. Smith off to Jaden Smith. He carries on the side, carrying folks with him inside the 40, down to the 35, make 34. That's going to be a game on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
See if this gives a little fire to Whitehall, because we had a
it would have been 2nd long or 3rd and long. The penalty gives them a 4th down territory at 3 on 2nd and 3. A little flare pass in the backfield, caught by Smith. Smith hit the 5 back to the 30. Scrimmage. Along with Jordan Ingram.
Loss of 2.
3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3 from the 34. 9:40 left to play, 3rd period. First possession of the second half. Big third down play here. Warren needs to stop if we can get it. Got to hand it off. Smith got the first down. He got to 30, breaks the tackle to the 20, the 15. The ball comes loose.
Out.
No, was not the ball.
But it wasn't from us. It was cheerleader, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a ball loose. We'll let him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Boy.
I'm like you. I saw that go up in the air, and it looked like it came right out of his hands. First and goal to go for the Bulldogs at the 4-yard line. Davis will check in. Keelan Davis will check in at running back now for the Bulldogs. Noah Smith, the quarterback, goes underneath center. Now a flag, going to have an illegal substitution by Whitehall. The huddle, go to the line of scrimmage, and then send a player in and one out. You can't do that. So back them up 5. It'll be first and goal from the 9 now for the Bulldogs. They'll leave Davis in at the running back. And then they're going to go with the bunch set. One receiver goes wide left, one goes wide right. H-back and tight end set up on the short side of the field. Smith bobbles the snap over his head, way to 25. He'll fall on it. Line. It'll be second and from the 24-yard line.
Lost. What happened?
I was at the 9, back to 24.
I thought it was at the
4. It was to start with, but that penalty.
Yeah.
So it'll be second down at 20. Second goal from the 24. 8.5 minutes to go. Smith wanting to throw, looking, going downfield, has a man, is caught. No, he dropped it.
Oh.
Hit him right in the breadbasket.
Noah Smith can't believe it. He was jogging off the field.
Braden Bale was the intended receiver. I mean, it hit him right in the gut in the breadbasket, and he didn't hold on.
Perfectly thrown.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Warren has caught 2.
Yes.
Already here in the third quarter. It's third down and goal now from the 24. 8 slides up in the back of Noah Smith. Straight drop. Looking. Screen pass. Come back.
He suffered under those screen passes all last week. No, he wasn't going to play the game again this week.
He bats it down there at the backfield. So fourth and goal. 24
and 4 down territory.
Warren got to keep them out of the end zone to get the possession back. 4 and 4. Smith. Receivers. 20 receivers on either side. They force it short to Jaden Smith. The team to be stopped of the goal line. I believe they'll ever blow it dead.
Yep, they do it.
7 yards. Warren will take over on downs. We're still tied 13. Warren will take over on the 8-yard line. I think his Warren's kids figured something out at halftime. And they get a stop after his first and goal from the 4.
He get ahead a little momentum there.
A penalty marked it back to the 9. It was first and goal from the 9. A bad snap. And they couldn't do anything with it. Denton out of the shotgun, deep in his own territory, wanting to throw. Looking, fires into the sideline. Going to be incomplete, intended for Antonio Jordan. Second down and 10 now for Lumberjacks. Second and 10. 7:56 left to play in the third. We're all tied 13-13. First possession for here. Second half. Defense a big stand. Offense needs to help out here. Play act. The throw. 10 to be complete out here. Out to 15. A hit out of bounds. As out there is going to be Tremont Miller. You know, Tremont, we didn't hear much out last week, but no, he's been a good target.
He has.
That'll move out close 13-yard line could be a yard shy. Third and goal on the 8. Third and goal from the 17. You get to the 18. First down. Then hands it off to Trey Jackson. Right side got the first down as he squeaks through out over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Got a couple extra yards to make sure.
Big first down for the Lumberjacks. Gets them out of the shadow of their own end zone. A Milton Insurance first down. First one of the second half. For all your insurance needs, go see Patrick Skip Milton. Milton Insurance in Fordyce. Give him a call, 352-2155. Denton, snap, goes over it. Denton traces it down and will fall on it back at the 3-yard line. Oh, wow.
Smith over here on the sideline. I seen him shake his head up and down, kind of like, I know that feeling.
The snap is over Denton's head. He has to chase it down and finds it at the 3-yard line. So that's going to be a loss of what? A loss of 20 on the play. Second down and 30 for the Lumberjacks. Denton standing in his own end zone. He gets the snap, wanting to throw, wanting to go deep down the left sideline. Contact, and there was a lot of contact. No flag.
Thomas get back to the hub. He put a lot of.
He was interfered with. It was in an uncatchable ball.
And then he was doing as much hand battling as the defensive back.
It's third down and 30. From their own end zone, Denton again on third and long. Chapel showing the blitz. They bring the heat, quick pass, complete to Miller out here in the flat. He's got it over the 10. He'll get out about the 12, almost the 13, and mark him out at the 12.
And he's got room to punt.
So at least, yeah, you're standing with your heels on the goal line. Punt it away will be A.J. Antonio Jordan.
But it's easier for that than it is to look behind you and make sure the end line of the end zone that you're in front of it.
So Warren will have to punt it away, looking at fourth down and about 22. The ball is at the 12. Antonio's going to be standing on the goal line when he gets the snap. And bail back deep. Antonio, he booms. It turns over. It's at the 4 of Whitehall. Lumberjack 35. 2 tackles. On his feet. Finally came up to the yard line. Pass. All the way 35 line.
Remember, he didn't get a little return. A lot.
And they'll start at the 35 line. For the off 13. Off to Jaden Smith. Drops the ball. There's Woods again. Lewis Woods comes through. Lost 1. So second and 11 now for the ball game.
Was it?
For the tight ends. Has time now. Given a Rob chase, he overthrows his intended receiver who was wide up at midfield. Credit that. The defense and Terrace so giving chase there. Preston Green. Down and for White. On 34. We've got 5:11 here in third. All 13. One goes wide left, set wide to the near side of the field. To the back out of the battle of the room. The 45 gets the first down as he goes across the 45 out of the 47. Once again, Warren comes back at third down and
15-yard pickup. Jay Smith with
the Whitehall 47-yard line. The spread the receivers wide left, one comes right. Warren stays forward defensively. New the back is handoff.
Smith
loses a yard. No, the line of scrimmage. Look like bring up 6 now for the Bulldogs. Quarter's going fast. 4:17 left to play here in the third time. Smith, quarterback. Off up the middle. It is a new running back. Field, a flag comes in. He's at 6.
That should be. We're going to have Lumberjack. Because he
and we still got him scrambling down there. Everybody, officials. Let the officials sort this one out. There was a flag. Probably it could be
like it missed the number, but somebody threw a Lumberjack threw a punch.
Go away, let them sit out. They had a ball for the time. Number 2, Brady Bale. American of Lumberjack football again tonight. 7-1 has become the largest transmission and rear end builders in the country on big trucks, road graders, bulldozers, skidders, trucks. They can fix it because they are the best in the biz. Right all over the state, all over the state, even the surrounding Missouri, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. They can take care of all truck needs. And if you're broke down, I'm call and if you get the transmission, pick it up, take it to the top, get it back to you as possible, get you back on the road or back to the woods. That's American Shifting Corporation. 1-945-0878. Glad to take care of you. No shine detail shop at 708 time you need cleaned up. Call and deliver. Insurance for all your insurance needs. See Patrick or Skip 870-35.
Number sure what number punch. However, through a punch in retaliation.
Against Whitehall and 1 against Warren. So they marked off 30 yards against Warren a couple of moments ago. So let's see if they mark off 45 yards and then mark off 15. That would be a sight, wouldn't it? All right.
Did anybody get I didn't see him signal any ejections.
No ejections. 3 times against Whitehall. There's 1 penalty. Here's the second. The third. This did 2. Let's go back to the 20. It'll remain second. It'll be second down and 30. Right? They need to get to the 43-yard line. Warren, the ball is at the 22 of Stuttgart. So that's 10, 20, 30, 35. Second and 35. Well, it's all sorted out, we think. 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. The ball game is tied 13-13.
We've got sorted out what they called. Did they have it sorted out when they called it?
All right. Second and long, handoff goes up the middle. That's going to be the other back that's in, Braden Bale. He's got a short gain up to about the 24-yard line. And bring up third and long now for the Bulldogs. Bryson Harris was in on the stop for the Lumberjacks. So Warren just want to keep them from close to midfield here on this play. 3 receivers go wide left. Smith, straight drop. Warren rushes 4, forces him out of the pocket. He breaks the tackle, around him, scrambling to his left at the 25, throws it up the field, over the middle, it's caught. Up near midfield at the 48, breaks the tackle into Lumberjack territory, the 48-yard line of Warren.
And flag. He was past the scrimmage with the football. He was at the 35, and Parker's at 34 and a half. So illegal forward pass, bring her back.
You're right at the 25.
25.
So they'll bring it back. Across the line of scrimmage. We've played a lot of different things tonight.
Yeah, we have. Stretching the imagination. Holding. Declined. Illegal forward pass comes with a loss of down.
So it'll be 4th down. I'll spot the football, I believe, back at the 24-yard line where it was, the original line. Nope, they mark off the penalty. Mark it back to the 21-yard line.
It'll be 4th, and you hope the punter can get it to the far marker.
Antonio Jordan's going to go back deep for the Lumberjacks. Warren should get good field position, unless their punter does like Antonio did a moment ago and nails one. Antonio expecting about a 25-yard punt where he's standing. Warren will not put any pressure on. High, wobbly kick away from Antonio. It's going to hit at midfield, go inside Lumberjack territory to the 45-yard line and be blown dead there. So Warren does get pretty good field position at the 45, their own 45. It's a lot better than starting at your own 3, isn't it?
Yes. And if you're both coaching staffs, you've got to get the attention of your football game.
10 Lumberjacks from their own. And wanting to throw on first. 5, making the catch there was Meandre Thomas. He got hit almost immediately as he caught the football. But still, it's a positive yardage gain. 2nd and 5 for the Lumberjacks at midfield. Twins go to either side. Denton again, straight drop. Denton looking, fires over the middle for Antonio. It's too high, tipped, and it goes off the fingertips of the defender as well.
Little high. But it had some heat on it, didn't it?
It was a bullet. 3rd down and 5 for the Lumberjacks. Clock stops with 2:12 left to go. To the left.
And make it 3rd.
So line. All tied at 13. Whoever gets the first big break offensively is going to win this ball game.
Could easily.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Denton steps up into the pocket, fires over the middle. It's caught by Miller. Miller inside the 40. He's going to get it down to the 37-yard line. Move the chains of Milton Insurance, first down. And how big has Tremont Miller come on tonight?
You know, all summer long, anytime Coach Hembry spoke, he talked about Tremont Miller, how good he was and how underrated he's showing it.
37. Jackson. Down to about the 30. Forward progress is down there. They're going to mark it 34, so it has a gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7.
That is Warren's 6th rushing play.
Denton takes the snap, looking, throwing deep down the field, and it's underthrown. Is that what, Aaron Davis in the route? Is that who that was? No, that was Cam Davis. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Lumberjacks. Cam Davis, Miller and Thomas. Quick hitch pattern caught by Thomas. At the 25-yard line. That all the receivers for
all night long,
all season long.
Oh, was that Miller?
First and 10, Lumberjacks. Another Milton Insurance first down. For all your insurance needs, go see them at Milton Insurance in Fordyce. On 1st and 10, Denton puts Miller in motion to the wide side.
Motion on
snap.
The Jacks.
Well, that'll save us.
That saved our.
Yeah, because the snap went over the head of Denton.
Not often you're happy at a motion call, but you are then, because that probably saved you 10 yards.
Yeah. A short game. Holding. So instead of 1st and 15, it'll be 1st and about 25. So they mark it. They mark it from the hole. So it can be 1st and 25. With 5 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. 13-13. We were that way at half. Second. Jack.
Creamy peppercorn ring. Crispy because bacon pepper. $99.
Limited time only.
Changed a lot over the last few years. AutoBuyLucky.com, you may use the same process for your next ride. At AutoBuyLucky.com. Oh yeah, and the prices. Shopping made easy for you at AutoBuy.
Whitehall.
Warren third. The
multi-yardage.
Warren has
to go deep. The 10 at the 10-yard line.
He made the catch and he was trying to bounce back in and just couldn't pull it off. Great catch, though.
And that's a Milton Insurance first down. Wow.
That was how far?
35 down to the 10.
25 yards?
No, 30 yards. At the 40.
Okay.
30-yard pass play. First and goal from the 10 for the Lumberjacks. Denton, one to throw, looking. Throws into the end zone. That's caught by Antonio Jordan. How about that? And way to
Yep.
Attempt the hold down. Gets away and lead at 20. Time left to play. 11.
When it comes to healthcare, the latest treatments. But what if goes back into the community? Where can you find health care with that level of care? Bradley County Medical Center. Hometown people taking care of our home. Just like you.
Jeff Wardlaw has spent the last decade protecting our way of life, the right to bear arms, protecting the unborn, supporting our first responders, advocating economic development. Jeff Wardlaw, man of faith, family man, businessman. Re-elect Jeff Wardlaw. Value. Pain.
Left to play in the fourth quarter. Just this time he boots it, and this one going to be out to the 20. Running down from behind and coming down. The sophomore now we. Between these two teams.
Evidently.
For the years. $35 and Warren's last drive. They overcame and the score.
It was 56 seconds. Yeah.
All right, first and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 20-yard line. They've been pretty conservative going with Jaden Smith at running back.
I think they still will be because but I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. So,
all right, on first down, hand it off Jaden Smith. Big hole up the middle, out to the 30, 35, 40. One man to beat, down to 40, down to the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. DeAndre catches him at the goal line, but it's too late. An 80-yard run by Jaden Smith for the Bulldogs.
They made it look easy, didn't they?
The big hole right up the middle. Jaden Smith, it's going to put him over 200 yards rushing on the night, isn't it? And Whitehall is an extra point away from tying it up. Now we'll go back, and I have to say this. They missed their last field goal attempt. It went wide right.
Their last extra point went wide right, so...
It's time. Jack foot.
Builders Station Center and first focuses on the unique needs, social, and spiritual well-being of 01 Road in Monticello. For more information. Ryburn Motor Company has been without any penalties for tackling salespeople. Ryburn believes that it's the team that makes the difference, and we want you to experience the best today. Ryburn Motor Company, Highway 425 South in Monticello. Ryburn Motor Company, proud supporter of Warren Lumberjack football.
Had a couple of players shaken up on that last play. It was Warren Riviera. He gets up and goes off the field. We got a player for Whitehall who started off the field and then went down. The officials are out there looking at him. 11:24 to play here in the ball game. We're tied at 20-20.
Smith has 22 carries for 276 yards.
I was trying to do the math.
Figure it out here.
Hey, 22 carries.
22 carries. Yards to carry.
Going 8
for 200 last year against the Lumberjacks.
Right. Warren skimped out of there last year with a 2-point win. Is that right? Or
yeah,
1 point?
I think it's 2.
I think it was 23-21, I think was the final score last year. We've got 11:24 left to play here. 20-20, still a timeout on the field. Remind you that coming up tomorrow on our... So that...
Very, very physical football game.
Been some hitting going on,
and what hits haven't been legal have been illegal from both sides.
So Warren will get set to return it here with 11:24. We still got a lot of football left.
Gosh.
Here with Warren throwing every down almost. What'd you say, they run 6 or 7 rushing plays all night
6
long?
rushing plays.
Yeah. Back deep for the Lumberjacks. You've got Cam Davis on one side in the middle. DeAndre Thomas on one side. It looks like Miller on the other side. End over end kick. The 10, the 15. down there. $29-yard return. Both teams have all three times. And this fourth quarter has started out only 20. Getting out of the pocket. The third down. Is that again? Behind at the 20. Now, for all your insurance needs. Off to Traylon Jackson. 18, about maybe the 17. On the play for
that was a throw. Jackson Denton is coming into his own tonight because he hung in the pocket and threw a laser down that.
Second down and 7 now for the Lumberjacks. Ball at the 18 of Whitehall. Denton again, straight drop, has time, throws over the middle, it's complete, touchdown Lumberjacks. Into the end zone, Lumberjacks get the touchdown, and that is Tremont Miller again.
Seems only fair.
You're right.
All the feed you need for chicken. Go. Job for that's north in. You don't need it.
Liberty. Arkansas College in El Dorado gives you the opportunity to learn, grow, and succeed in an environment where you are treated as the important person you are. The star in our logo is a reminder of what you mean to us. South Arkansas College in El Dorado, a place where you can shine. Visit southark.edu/info.
27-20, Lumberjacks strike quickly. Juarez tees this one up. Looks like he's going to kick it toward the sideline. Nope, kicks it in play at the 15-yard line and returned up to the 20. 25. Warren's got him corralled. They'll stop him around the 30-yard line. So Warren does a good job on the coverage. Warren scoring drive, David.
3 plays, 71 yards, a minute and 5 seconds.
And it was a bullet thrown by.
Yeah, that was
Denton.
a laser shot by Denton.
Tremont Miller was the big recipient on that touchdown drive. Caught both passes on that drive.
67 yards worth of passes.
All right, first and 10. We're on 31 yards. 10 remaining. Hadn't come from the side. Blows it in. It's on the play. Down to 20. Not in any. Smith hands it off. Smith comes. $35. Warren's from big guys, but they're still tough for the boy. Smith wanting to coming through with the defensive. Long on the play. Seven. It'll 55 in their time. The hub. Eight. 20. 20. American ship. Truck differential 9 pounds. That's how they become the number one rear end and transmission fixer in the country. They work in several. On East Broadway in North Little Rock. But they've been sponsoring Lumberjack football now for about the last 15 years, and we're proud to have them as a sponsor. They are good. If you need some truck transmission work done, give them a call. 501-945-0878 is the number to call. I got an update on the Monticello score, David, for you. It's 21-16. Monticello on by game in the second half. The Bulldogs from their own 28. Twin receivers go to. He delivers a pass. It's 1 yard. They. Yeah. It was a pick. As well. 10, 49 yards. Smith will cuts forward to the 40. In on the Bryson. We're tied 13. Any point bloated. Running to his left. Of Warren down to the 40. So it'll bring up a third down for the Bull. If that becomes under running back, he's got Jalen 6, maybe on 200 to him inside the 30 yard. So that'll be a gain. It's on the play. Now for the and David, they're a little bit of a little bit set handed the 25 21 that'll move the chains down line with 7
Whitehall.
This check back. Coming up to make the stop. Up at the 20. Down. The play for Jaden. Stay in the bunch set. Underneath. Right up the middle this time. He's going to be stopped for. That's along with Lewis Woods. And short. Hard line. Six minutes now left. Field this time. Twin receivers. Middle, he's got the first. Half. The front four. Oh. Almost.
Interception.
Tom. Able to get one. And now for Whitehall. Warren with a 5 left to play. For Whitehall. Himself, he's at the down. One. There was Jackson. Marshall was right there as well. Across the goal line.
Of this drive.
They go with the goes under door. So we're tied. We are one. Both teams. I think everybody. All right. For the four. Well, at 27. Playing the
companies proud to on team takes hard to teamwork. We're having a job done. Jacks going Washington the best for money has 6 ATM locations inside Bradley County Medical Center. Our convenience with their internet at your fingertips with foreign bank. I see.
720. Cam Davis. 15. 5 breaks a 5-yard line. Warren will have it. Live seconds. Warren has all 7:20. David. Receivers go. Jackson up, driven back there. Quick coming up. Brady.
They only had a few.
Gain of 9 and 8 for the 3 wide receivers pushed out of bank. They mark and the reception. Tremont Miller, career night. 6. It'll be third. Not Denton. Now he looks into the sideline. Jackson's got the first down. Run, longest run of the night.
Yes.
For a Milton Insurance. 2-2-1-5-5. First and 10. Both teams, you see them got their hands on Whitehall. 5. Trey. See where they're marking.
Let's
back. They're dropping. Back. Play. Run. Coach Embry's talking to the official. He wants him to huddle. He wants to call a timeout. But he doesn't want to leave Whitehall very much time if we score.
If we score.
So Coach Embry calls the timeout. We'll keep it right here as the Lumberjacks and Whitehall are tied 27-27. It was 13-13 at the half. Both teams have scored twice here in the fourth quarter. We went scoreless during the third. Warren will have the football with 2:38 left to go. First and 12 from the Whitehall 44-yard line when play resumes. But that was a planned timeout by Coach Embry. And like I say, he's wanting to run some time off, but not, and hopefully score and not leave Whitehall much time to do anything with. Don't forget, next week Warren's off. There's a bye week next week. So we played 2 non-conference games. We get a week off before we open conference count. And how about that? Let's see. Got a new receiver out here. Antonio is going to go to quarterback. Antonio Jordan. AJ at quarterback. Jackson, the running back, on 1st and 12. AJ looking over the defense. They're going to go back to the front three. Takes the snap. Antonio wanting to throw it. Go on. Down at the 15-yard line. Was breaking free from his man, and the takes the snap. They rush three. Quick pass complete to Antonio. 40. He got out of the 36-yard line. Third down and 4 here. Jackson lines up. Denton gets the snap. Leaves on down some more. They're down to 6.
Down it.
This final. Wash and Shine Detail Shop. If you need your car, your boat, your truck, anything cleaned up, big trucks, it doesn't matter. They'll clean up everything. 870-820-2171. They've been doing it for years, and they do a great job. They will pick up and deliver. So this weekend, for the holiday weekend, if you want to get your car cleaned up, give them a call at 820-2171. They're open 7 days a week. If you're at work next week, when you go back to work after you've had the holiday weekend, want to get your car cleaned up, give them a call. That's number 1 Wash and Shine. 820-2171. All right, for the Lumberjacks, it's 27-27. We're all tied. 1:09 left to play. Warren looking at 4th down. Warren goes in. Puts Cam looking, dumps it and didn't end on it. Was minute 5 left to play. All time. Whitehall has to do that. Smith. One. Snap. The backfield.
I'm really. Can I say I'm shocked they were throwing the football?
Well, they didn't want to end in a tie.
Off 20. Defense. Warren, do you have a foot?
About it. Clock stops with 43 seconds to penalty off half the distance to the
opportunity to try to
first and goal to go
from
Miller comes wide.
Official.
Let's see what the timeout's for. They're going to explain things to the.
Got a question
tonight. 28 to. One. Oh. You. Well. Yeah, trailing. Vera checked in as the H-back. Camp goes right side. And the Lumberjacks that time control.
He just shoved it right at him. You know, they gave it an offensive line.
Yeah, second and goal from the one. And down Lumberjacks. Touchdown. Have to play. Lead here. Juarez will come on to try. Yeah. Everybody here in the ball game. What a huge. It's high in the air and it. Lead it. We're back with the final 15 seconds.
At 3400 Junction City with locations in El Dorado and 881-9300 or call 870-4 Sewell Oil, a proud sponsor of
Insurance agent was there to sell you auto insurance. With auto insurance serviced by experience. No obligation review for auto, home, and life insurance.
County, call your local Farm Bureau agent.
Of Arkansas Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm.
34-27 ball game. Cody Weather. Kick. And that's what. And it's around 30 seconds to go. And they've got. They got some new lines. Walking around with their hands and stopping with their hands on their knees or on their hips. Warren's going to go into a prevent defense. Boy, you got Antonio Jordan back at safety. Warren's going to go into a prevent defense. Boy, you got Antonio Jordan back at safety. Trey Jackson's back there. The shotgun, straight drop. Goes deep down the field, throws it up. DeAndre Thomas. 4. Whitehall. You bet they're going to try or 4 out, 5 wide, empty back out of the pocket. Miller. And David, it's not going to be hard to
do a lot of batting around for both of them, yeah.
34-27, our final score. Go 2-0 on the season. What ball it was here tonight. I can wrap this one up for you when we return in just a moment.
Weekend blowout sale and save on your groceries. Package just 98 cents. Kraft barbecue sauce, an 18-ounce bottle.